The women's golf individual finals being played at Karsten Creek Golf Club in Stillwater, Oklahoma. Last year's runner-up, Jennifer Kupcho from Wake Forest, came into the final day with a one-stroke lead, shooting 8 under par. Rough start for Jennifer. She shoots over the green onto the 5th hole here, then later she would miss the putt and double bogey the hole, falling back to 5 under par here. Next we move to the 12th hole, where Ohio State's Jacqueline Lee hits a great shot onto the green as it rolls back towards the hole. That shot would lead to this short putt for birdie, putting Lee in front after 12. On to the 14th hole, where Kupcho is fighting back. Her second shot here gets her onto the green. That would lead to this great first putt, where she goes the distance and gets the ball right on the doorstep for another birdie as Kupcho brings herself back in front. Oh, that's a slow rotor. It's so beautiful. Now on to the 16th, and Kupcho putting for birdie, and here she sinks the long putt to put her 2 strokes in the lead going into the final 2 holes. Finishing off on the 18th, here's Kupcho's second shot as she puts the ball into a nice spot on the green. Final putt, and Jennifer Kupcho from Wake Forest comes back and has redemption from last year to claim the individual championship. Everyone celebrate.
Stillwater, Oklahoma, the quarterfinal venue of the Women's Golf Championships for the 4th consecutive year. Second-seeded Alabama came into the tournament as the top-ranked team, and they showed why against Kent State. Here's junior Lauren Stevenson at 16, nearly rolls that one into the cup on her approach shot. She goes on to win her match 3-2, and then the 2014 U.S. Women's Amateur Champion Kristin Gilman, one of 3 first-team All-Americans for Alabama, drains her par putt on the 17th to win 2-1 as Alabama smoothly advances to the semis with a 4-1 win. Third-seeded USC taking on the 6th-seed Duke. USC freshman Jennifer Chang giving Duke senior Leona McGuire all she could handle. Chang, a nice tee shot at the 3rd, nearly goes in the cup as she got it to all square through 12 holes. Here's McGuire, though, who held her nerve at the 9th and final hole. A nice chip from just off the green gets near the cup and helped her to a 1-up victory. But Southern Cal able to prevail overall in the team matchup. Gabby Ruffles at the 7th, a sweeping birdie putt on 7 to go 2-up as she hangs on for a 1-up win. And then Amelia Garvey would get the deciding match victory by winning the final 2 holes to get a 2-up win as USC advances to the semifinals, where they will take on the Crimson Tide. 4th-seeded Northwestern taking on the 5-seed Stanford. Northwestern's Hannah Kim got the Wildcats a second point in the match when she drains a birdie putt at the 6th to win 5-3. Meanwhile, Albin Valenzuela earning Stanford's second point with her 5-4 win over Stephanie Lau. This one came down to the 5th and final match. Stanford's Andrea Lee looked good to win the birdie at the 4th, put her 2-up through 13 holes, but Northwestern's Janet Mao, who trailed by 3 with just 3 to play, drains this clutch putt at 8 to extend the match to a final hole. But Lee would hang on the 9th, needing 2 putts to win. She nearly gets this one to fall, a tap-in to claim victory as Mao would concede, and Stanford advancing to the semis. Top-seeded UCLA, though, in trouble against the 8th seed Arizona. Hailey Moore's 3rd shot at the par 5 9th, the shot of the day. It goes in for an eagle. Moore goes on for victory, winning 3-1. And this match also coming down to Arizona's Bianca Pangdagannon and UCLA's Patty Tavatanakit. Pangdagannon on the 5th, rolling her approach close as that ball continues to meander towards the cup. Pangdagannon would take a 1-up lead, but Tavatanakit, the first-team All-American, would rally back, winning 11, 12, and 13 to take a 2-up lead. Pangdagannon striking back, though. She would win the 14th, and here The tee shot on the par 3 15th. Well, she sticks this one pretty close. She would get the match to all square, winning the 15th hole as well. So Tavatanikit needing the birdie putt on the 18th to extend the match, and it lips off the right edge. Pangdagannon gets the one-up win as a stunned UCLA is out. The top seed going home, Arizona, will play Stanford in an all Pac-12 semi.
The NCAA Women's Team Play Semifinals from Karsten Creek in Stillwater, Oklahoma. Alabama, USC. Alabama second ranked, USC third ranked. Alabama's Lauren Stevenson with a great first shot off the 11th hole as she places the ball just a few feet away from the pin. This would later lead to a short putt as Stevenson would birdie the hole and go up to 2 through 11. Stevenson would go on to win the match 2-1. Then on to the 14th hole where Alabama's Kristin Gilman hits a great approach shot as the ball lands right next to the hole and rolls back just a bit. This shot would lead to this short putt as Gilliam would go up 3 through 14 and go on to win the match 3-1. More from the Crimson Tide on the 12th hole. Cheyenne Knight needs to sink this putt to have the hole and keep her lead as she sinks this extremely long putt to hold on to win her 2-point lead. Nice. Now on to the 17th where Knight hits a great approach shot right onto the green with a great lie. Oh yeah. And it rolls down. Then USC's Allison Corpuz needs to sink a birdie putt here to stay in it, and her shot goes just right as she concedes the hole, and Cheyenne Knight wins the match 3-1 as the Crimson Tide move on to the championship round. Then 5-seed Stanford, 8-seed Arizona. Arizona's Gigi Stoll with a chance to win the match on the 15th hole as she chips from the rough and gets it right into the hole as Stoll birdies the hole and goes 5-3 to win the first match for the Wildcats. On to the 14th hole where Arizona's Sandra Nordaz hits a great approach shot right on the green just a few feet away from the hole. So accurate. If she makes this next putt for birdie, she can claim the match, and she sinks it and wins the Wildcats' second match with 6-4. Hailey Moore with a comfortable lead on the 16th hole. Moore has a nice chip from the rough to put the ball right on the doorstep with a chance to par and claim the match as she sinks the short putt. As Arizona claims their third match 3-2 and advances to the championship round to face Alabama. The Crimson Tide of Alabama seeking their second ever national title in D1 women's golf. They face an Arizona program that is the first 8th seed to advance past the quarterfinal round. Match 1, Lauren Stevenson against Yu Sung-ho. Second shot, par 3, 15th hole. The chance to defeat the All-American Lauren Stevenson. Leaves it just a little left. Bama's still alive in the match. Third shot, 15th hole. Ho would put it away on her second putt to win the match 4-3. Zona up 1. Match 2, Kristin Gilman against Gigi Stoll. The former SEC Freshman of the Year dominated her match with Stoll all day. Puts this one close to the pin and birdies here to win the hole. The All-American Gilliam would take the match 4-3. Match 3, Cheyenne Knight against Bianca Pagdagani, another one of Bama's All-Americans. Knight is up 2 in the match when she leaves the approach shot short. But it wouldn't matter because she would sink the clutch birdie putt, puts her up 3. She would win the match 4-2. Angelica Moresco against Sandra Nordis. The battle of international players in match 4. Moresco, originally from Italy, while Nordis is a Norway native. The sophomore from Norway steps up to hit that putt for par, and then the Italian native just has to make this putt to split the hole. The miss puts her down 2. She would remain down 2 for most of the round. The freshman with a chance to birdie The freshman, with a chance to birdie, would send this match to a playoff, but she misses. Now Nordis needs to just hit this one. Oresco watches her opponent, sinks this one in. Nordis finishes up 1 over. Arizona and Bama now tied at 2 points apiece, and it all comes down to the final match. Comes down to Bama versus Arizona. Hailey Moore trying to put some pressure on Lakaria Abe. She misses her first birdie putt, meaning Abe, the Bama senior, gets 2 putts to force a playoff. She'd missed the first putt but hit the second. Her Crimson Tide teammates are fired up as Abe forces a playoff for the national title. They'll play the whole 18 again. Abe, a beautiful shot of the sand trap, and it nearly rolls in. She has a short putt for birdie. Moore with a more difficult chip near the edge of the green, but she puts it right by the flag. The putts will determine the winner. Abe needs to make this to put pressure on Moore, but the ball trails to the right, and a chance for Arizona. Moore just needs 1 short putt for the title, and she is cold-blooded. Hits it to give Arizona the win, 3-2. The Wildcats take their first title since 2000 and their 3rd overall.